I will explain how to use the PayPal type. I'm going to add debt, select the type PayPal. And the creditor, obviously in this case is PayPal, but it could be actually PayPal Credit, or PayPal. They are actually two companies but it doesn't matter. Then PayPal, then for the last digit of your account. The important thing with PayPal, you're gonna see I'm gonna enter the data rather quickly because I want you to see the implications. So let's say, when you pay more, you buy more than $99 in PayPal, you can enjoy 6 months of 0 interest. So that's obviously important, and so, I'm gonna put here that you're gonna pay in a month. Your first payment because you bought it today, and I'm gonna pay in a month, and let's put 6 months here. The expiration date is going to be this one, not necessarily exact, because when you buy it might not coincide with the payment date, so that's something to consider. So here will be a 0 interest, then the statement closing date will be important for you, because I'm gonna put down the 17th. It's very important, because you may want to delay the purchase of an item, to do it after your statement closing date. In that case, you have more time, even more time to pay at 0 interest, because the next item is not going to be recorded into this month, into the 17th, but the 17th of next month. So for example here, if I buy it today, being the 7th, not the 8th, obviously, it's gonna enter into the 17th statement closing date. But on the other hand, if I buy it on the 18th, the item wallet is going to be recorded on the next statement. So it's not gonna be on the next statement, because obviously, well, I don't have it all. I have paid after the statement closed. Alright, so now, the limit is the limit that you may have in the total account. Maybe let's say 6,000. But what you purchased in this particular case, let's say that it was an item of $100. Okay, I'm gonna put $100 here, and I'm gonna put here the reason, I mean it's gonna be a shirt, and I'm gonna, in this case, replace it or add. It doesn't matter because we don't have anything more here. So now, we have PayPal here, the minimum maybe that you need to pay is $25, and in PayPal let's put PayPal Credit here, they're the same thing. But let's put PayPal so it can be grouped together, we want it to be grouped together. So here, you see, I've seen that I should pay 16.67, but if I need to pay 25, obviously, it's gonna force me when I click submit changes. So it's gonna force me to pay $25. Okay, usually you don't have the problem, because probably, this account is bigger, but also there is a factor, very important factor. Let's say that you buy another item, but not right now, because otherwise, you would have been together. Let's say that you buy it tomorrow. So I'm going to duplicate this one, and you buy another item that is going to be, for example, the same thing here, the 6th month, but now, the payment date is going to be the same. By the way, the payment date, but you bought it tomorrow, right? And that's the same thing here, 17, right? And the limit, you don't need to put it because you have the total limit here for that, and let's say, that this is 200, and you bought a small mobile. So this one has also the 6 months, okay, so now, the total, when I do these, you can put the total, this minimum payment you can put it here, because this one is actually larger, so it doesn't affect this, the minimum here that you're gonna pay. Or, another option is, you see, so now we have $16, and 33 and 50, because 50 obviously larger than 25. If you know that you're gonna cover the minimum without a problem, you can put 0, you're gonna have the same amounts. Here's 16 and 33 and you're going to pay 50, right? But you put it here so it doesn't affect, so the calculation is better for you. Now, also in the afternoon, you did this in the morning for example, and now in the afternoon, you bought something else. So I'm gonna put up the duplicate button, and what the difference is, this one it was only $50, so you don't qualify for 6 months. By the way, you can qualify for more months, as you increase your purchase, which could be intelligent if you can group. You can put 3 things in a group and buy it when you have more than 99. or more than 149 and so on and so forth. So you can take advantage of the terms as zero interest. So this one, it's 27%. Okay, this one is going to be the 17 the same. So let's say that this one is only 50. And I bought a scarf. And I have that. Well, I have this thing. It's going to be fixed when I click the submit changes. So the three are together, right? But this is the deal. And this one was ignored. That's why we have this problem. But instead of this, we want to pay this in full. We want to pay this line in full, so it's going to be paying 50, because otherwise, we're going to have some interest, and we don't want that interest, if we can avoid it. So this one is a little bit different. You will also want to avoid that, so that depends if you want to really save money. Of course, you're not going to pay this one in full, maybe you need to accept, or the suggestion of the program, this one for 29, but this one you may want to pay it in full. Again, it's up to you. You can englobe everything here with the $25 minimum, and don't put anything here, so you're not gonna have a minimum here, and based on the 29th, you're gonna be charged. But the problem with this scenario, and the problem and the solution is, that you have things that are at 0%. So you don't want the PayPal applies, if I put 0 here, if I don't put force here. So the problem, it's gonna suggest 0 because it has a higher interest here with 29th. So here again, we have the same thing, but that is not a problem. So what happens is that, this $50 will be more than the minimum. So you're fine, but then, PayPal is not going to apply that money into your zero interest debt, so it's gonna apply it into this, and this one is gonna pretty much remain the same, and you don't want that. And that is the reason that I put here 50% with the full pay in full option, in order to guarantee, between quotes, guarantee that this one is going to be paid completely, and these two are going to be assigned the amounts as appropriate. Okay, so the beauty of this system like this is, that you can have unlimited entries for PayPal, combine them automatically, and have a total that you're gonna pay. Where if they do the assignments correctly, well, you're going to be paying this one at zero interest, you're going to be paying this one paid in full, etc., and you can have an unlimited number of entries. Then, if you have another purchase that is going to be part of this one, there is a meaning that is going to be smaller than the 99. So it doesn't qualify for the 6th month, well then you'll add it here. So you click on it, and let's say we're gonna add $25 for Gizmo, and we're gonna add it, not replace, otherwise, we will replace it at 25. So we're going to add that, and because we have pay in full, it's going to be 75, and I have it here, and the total will be 125. So can do this with Amazon, with so many companies, that they give you terms at zero interest. If you spend more than a predetermined amount, 99 is the minimum for PayPal, 149 is the minimum for Amazon, and so on so forth. So that's it. That is the technique that you will use to pay at really zero interest. Thank you.